Doesn't somebody always do that on Reddit? I'm pretty sure.
ESJ is always doing something.
True.
ESJ is always doing something. He literally just put out this video about all the heroes. He ranked every hero in a tier list for TI, and then 2 days later they drop a patch. He drops like a 25-minute tier list, and then they drop a patch.
Okay, so it looks like the main winners this week were Silencer, Riki. Interesting. Okay, well, I don't think either of those are direct Nyx counters, but
5 seconds
I don't know. If Clinks can put out some damage, isn't Clinks doing actually like pretty solid now?
Clinks
after
is
the
doing a
Burning
little bit
Barrage?
better. There was a post on Reddit just today about it was like the phase boot. No, it was the Mjolnir carries, and they listed Wind Ranger, Clinks, a couple others saying that they were doing well.
Okay, I think it's gonna be a Shadow Fiend for Leo.
What's telling you that, Cole? Is it telegraphed in the bans? I was seeing that Viper ban. Definitely a sign.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean,
Going in, you
Just
said
have-
Shadow Fiend?
I'm thinking Shadow Fiend, yeah, because I feel like that's a weird because Leo definitely likes some more niche picks as well. And then with the Monkey ban, the Ember Spirit ban, and the Viper ban, I feel like you can deal with Undying and Nyx well enough, especially if you have. I don't know if you want to send Snapfire with it just to deal with Tombstone, but I feel like there's potential there at the very least over anything else.
Does leave you a little weak in terms of frontline capability, but it gives you the ability to keep distance from the Undying and the Nyx. I wouldn't mind seeing like a Centaur with it to escape from Tombstone if absolutely necessary or get away from the Nyx. I like the Wyvern too. Very strong
And
disengage.
just talking about that draft theming, if you were to pair that Shadow Fiend and that Centaur together, that's a really powerful snowball comp, especially against this Nyx. They missed a gank in the mid lane on this Void Spirit. That definitely could turn it up to 11. Tide
Okay.
Hunter coming through. So are we going to see that this should be a Tide Hunter? We thinking Tide Hunter Nyx off lane versus
Yeah.
presumably this Wyvern? How does the Wyvern match up into that lane? If that's going to be the lane at all.
I think Wyvern's fine, to be honest, because double melee, you can just ping him with Arctic Burn a couple of times. I mean, Tide won't really care all that much, but Tide can't really do anything as well. A Slark.
I think the Wyvern is kind of interesting, because correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're in Dark Pact, or the Ultimate, is that Shadow Dance? That's Shadow Dance, right?
Yeah.
When you're in Shadow Dance, even if your ally gets ulted by a Wyvern, you still have to attack. It still connects with you.
But nice thing is, if Slark gets a shard here, that is a good oh, I like Ursa quite a bit. Ursa will shred Tide.
This is a choice lane, gentlemen. I've got to say.
The Wyvern into Tide Nyx is very, very strong. And there's still... No, there's definitely not the potential for the Shadow Fiend anymore. We're looking at a 3, I think.
Oh, for
more than
sure.
likely.
5 seconds
But I mean, it could be a 4. Could be a 4. You could run the snap on 3.
What are y'all thinking running into this Slark in lane? What's going to pair well with the Snapfire versus the Slark?
I like Visage. I still like Visage.
Visage.
I think this Visage hero is really, really strong right now. And I don't think that outside of the Tide, I really, really don't think that MSU has a lot to deal with the Visage, as well as Dark Pact being a good like preventative measure for stuns. You still have 2 instances of familiars and then 3 when you hit 25 to rechain stun the Slark after he does use Dark Pact. So it's more forgiving in that sense. And Slark doesn't have a great way to deal with familiars.
10 seconds remaining.
And this quarter-core matchup, Ursa versus Slark, definitely, this should be what? Ursa favored until about 35-45 minutes when the Slark gets items online, or does it turn Slark favored sooner?
It depends. If Leo goes for Battle Fury, I think it'll stay in Ursa's favor for a long time because I imagine Slark's going to do the Mage Slayer Ags BKB build that we've been seeing a lot. Because there's not really a whole lot that Slark can do just man fighting Ursa, because Ursa should be able to shred every single person on this map, especially with the Battle Fury, just to farm up those necessary items. I don't know. Maybe late game. Maybe after the BKB, I could see Slark doing a lot better. But until then, I feel like it's very Ursa favored.
There's
Oh
just
yeah,
a lot
the
of
Enigma.
control for the Slark, though. Like, there's just a lot of control.
Yeah. I was thinking Enigma may be good as well. The only concern with that though is the NACE. So overall, pot.
Okay. I mean,
The
it's
classic. It's a classic matchup. Definitely very safe for the puck.
It's not great against Wyvern, though.
This is true.
It's like just really not great against Wyvern. Back when Wyvern came out, it was like that was the go-to counter for puck. So people were picking.
Looking at this Michigan 3 pick.
I mean, I still see like Visage is cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen. What they need some frontline, and they need a little bit of control.
Beastmaster would have been good here, just saying.
Oh.
But this is this is a
Interesting.
skill pick.
Okay. I mean, I'm kind of into it. Okay.
What is the
so-
like exploited matchup here for the X? What are they seeing?
I don't know.
Can you purge call with Kraken Shell? You can't, right?
I believe.
I think you can, yeah.
You can.
Can you? Is
You
it
can purge
basic
taunt?
dispel or strong?
I'm not
It's
sure.
not dispellable.
I don't think you
cannot.
can purge taunt. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's just kind of generally safe. You wanted some frontline, but you're also going into a Slark, so going melee into Slark sometimes is just kind of weird. But I think Axe can kind of just avoid that problem in the lane by going behind and cutting the wave. And Slark doesn't farm particularly well under tower early on levels because his damage is not great.
And it definitely brings them a little bit of catch to combine with that Void Spirit. Got that nice early blink timing. Or what is the build right now, gentlemen? For Bailey, you'd be the expert. What are people picking on Axe right now? First and second item.
On an axe, I haven't seen an axe in God knows how long. So, I mean, I feel like you have to go with the Vanguard because otherwise you just fall behind super hard. But this game, I feel like it's just got to be your standard Vanguard straight into Blink because you have so much excess damage from the rest of your team. Blade Mail doesn't seem necessary here because it wouldn't really do that much against most of the heroes, and Slark will just punch you anyways. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough call. I don't know how I feel about this axe pick. It may also just be a comfort pick, if anything.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, I think it's
Eyes
good.
on the bottom lane here.
Yeah, we definitely got a fight brewing. Blocked by James.
Seconds to battle.
Looks
Leo's
like
gonna
we're
read
making
it.
it just
Gonna
fine
see
here.
it. Okay. Stun comes out.
Oh.
Oh, dodge the anchor smash.
He didn't start Gush. Gush secures this kill for sure.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
That was
And the
definitely
jump to
what's
high
right
ground,
there.
he's going to be safe. Looking at the top lane. Are they going to place... Let's look at this mid lane ward battle real
The
quick. We
battle
got
begins.
no clear advantage yet. Both teams got
Aw.
mirror wards radiant side.
One ward going to Michigan, 3 to Mississippi. That is unfortunate. CS just a little slow on the clicking game, but let's see. I guess maybe the thought is with the Snapfire Axe is just such a strong combo, they won't be able to deal with the pressure. I could see that being what they wanted to go with here.
It is definitely exceptionally fast, and the execution threshold for Missouri State here is somewhat high. They do have to survive multiple good early timings, find the Slark some farm.
Oh, this is so much damage you're taking on Axe right away. That hurts a little bit.
Yeah, unfavorable trade, but did get the Battle Hunger off on the Slark. Looking at this mid lane, classic skill matchup, Trashbow versus Icy. Generally thought to be somewhat Void Spirit favored relative toward other puck matchups, but we'll see if Trashbow can realize that.
How has Void Spirit been looking lately?
He started again coming into favor,
Lane.
as far as I understand. Oh, we got a
Back.
we've got Snapfire being charged down top lane.
Can he get the TP out?
Oh,
Oh.
big that gentleman. That's a big first blood for this Slark.
Yeah, because no TP to get back to lane as well. Ah, that's gotta hurt.
Getting these early levels on Undying and Slark. Definitely not a
Ursa
lane
coming out
you're gonna
bottom.
choose to put that on.
Looking to be a little bit aggro on the Tidehunter. Got.
Oh.
He does have the oob on the Ursa. One more hit from Arctic Burn. There isn't there.
Return kill.
Beautiful kill. Oh, there's
And
gonna
it's
be a Nyx
going to
as
be the
well.
Nyx as well with that Arctic Blast.
On.
One hit.
Ooh,
Nice.
very, very clean kill spot. Also, in the meantime, Axe is holding his own top against this painful Undying to play into in Slark. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad that Snapfire died though, because this gives Axe a chance to get a little bit of solo XP, because I feel like you need to get those counter helix levels up, so as soon as you get Vanguard, you can just kind of ignore the Slark as much and just do what you need to do to get that blink as fast as possible.
Dyer's courier.
Ooh, the sneaky
That's
courier
huge.
kill.
Little courier kill on the
Oh.
side.
And Wraith Band.
That's insane. This
This
may
could
lead
be-
into a kill.
This could be okay. He's level 1. If he was level 2, that cookie could have brought it in there.
Oh, definitely.
Slark staying very low in this top lane. Tense moments.
Good harass on the bottom lane. Tide's running kind of low. One more hit.
Woo!
There it is.
Ooh.
Fury swipe damage building up. Nyx is trying to
Nick's
chase
going for
down
that
the
Winter
enemy
Wyvern kill. Not going to be enough. A big double for Yang Abume May. Blocked by
Well then-
James. And he's pulling very far ahead on this Ursa.
Radiant's courier.
Looking at 14 CS now on the Ursa compared to the 16 of Slark. It's even farm, but not even kills. And here comes Amatsu back on the Snapfire, but it's not going to be even close to enough. Bailey, if you're
I'm a
this
little-
Axe, you said, oh, my bad.
concern in the top lane just looking at resources, because Axe has a 7 stick, but there's no consumables other than just 3 mangoes on Zac. Whereas both the Undying and the Slark have tangos left.
I honestly don't think it's too big of a deal, because Axe is nearly at that Ring of Health. Once you're at Ring of Health, you are chilling for the most part. I mean, and then I feel like if the Snap gets boots here, I could see that being quite helpful where you wouldn't need Regen as much, but I think Axe should be fine for the most part. Yeah, because just go grab that Ring of Health, and then especially with the Ring of Protection, they do such a small amount of damage in each instance where
Back
you
in the
can
bottom
just
lane.
heal it up.
And another
Good
kill
job.
on the Nyx.
Fury swipes.
That shouldn't
Quite
be enough.
gonna
for
be
the
enough.
Tide. And that is going to be...
Radiant's bottom
How many kills is this on Blocked by James now? That's 4 kills on Blocked by James. What a huge laning phase, and on exactly the hero you'd want it on.
Undying is doing
my
exactly
God.
now what I was just about to say that I
Okay.
would have wanted to see him do. He needs to be pulling as much as he can early on, because while we know that Zac doesn't have Cookie, Slark is much more chill to just be on his own. And as much as he can pull and stay away from the Slark to get him his 6 as early as possible, he's much more free to lane against this Axe. He's got almost level 5 now from that big wave that came under tower.
Did you see that courier snipe though? How much he got off of it? I think he got wand, boots, and wraith band, because Slark didn't even get his boots from the last courier after it came back up.
They have to know there's a ward here now. Like,
They're not going for it though, if they do.
they have a sentry. Maybe the Undying's just, like, concerned to leave.
It's possible.
There's the Cookie. Just came in. Scatterblast.
Oh, got the tombstone out.
Oh, the
It's-
tombstone
Looking for
cooldown
that.
down, and that's just going to be a kill of the Undying. Call comes out. No shotgun blast.
Radiant's
Three
bottom
Will he
seconds.
pull it?
is under attack.
Oh, they back off. Still huge
Oh.
harass coming out of University of Michigan.
Ooh.
Good prediction. Strong direction. Dang.
Gentlemen,
They're
7
letting us
CS
have
on the
gone
Tide.
even
Can we
way.
get some commentary on the 7 CS Tide Hunter bottom lane? Is this okay?
I mean, I didn't to Ursa. I played this matchup a couple of times last season. It is brutal, especially when you have Leo.
Big
playing
kill
Ursa
coming out of the
as
puck
well.
real quick. Continue.
Wait, what just happened, man? Hold on.
we had a big trash boat solo kill of the puck.
All right.
Out of nowhere.
Very nice. Like he can
We
just
tied
run at
very
him.
alone in the bottom wave.
This Tide is going to be hating this game.
He can't even go jungle, can he, gentlemen? Isn't he just kind of stuck here?
I think so. I think this is a point where you just need to pray that you can leech enough XP to get Ravage, try and set up something somewhere on the map. Like maybe try and deal with top lane a little bit, trade lanes with Slark, because once Slark hits 6 he can probably deal with Ursa a little bit better, but I don't know. This is just going so well for Ursa. Already 800 net worth above the Slark as well. This is going very well for Michigan right now.
Look, we'll be getting 6 off this next wave. If the Undying sees that range.
Oh, and the Observer is finally going down. No more courier sniping.
Huge D-ward from Mr. Promo.
Gonna wrap around on his Zach.
Oh yeah, that is
looking like a dead snapfire.
yes.
Okay, and they're dropping the tombstone afterwards. Now there's no.
Oh, the rotating from trash boat, double taunt!
Hey, P.
No Cole yet, but that is looking to be no catch, but very, very close from University of Michigan. Big response
Oh,
kill.
beautiful.
That was such a good bait on Axe's part. Like seeing the tombstones down and knowing that if you just go back into it, the Slark will commit because 2v1. That was beautifully played. Nice rotation.
Very much so. And do the zombies on Tombstone, they proc counter helix charges, right?
I think so.
I believe so. Yeah.
So that might have been part of the pick logic. Was that interaction? Maybe.
Oh, I did not consider that. Yeah.
Item builds on the 2 mid laners are so similar.
It is. Yeah, they're both going to go that Witchblade first. Still a classic item. And Battle Fury timing going to be rather fast on Blocked by James here, hitting the enemy secret shop to finish that Perseverance.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, and maybe even get a kill on this Tide Hunter as well.
little
Oh, not
little
gonna
return.
commit.
Just half his health bar in 5 or 6 seconds. No big deal. Action top lane though. Zach being going on again. Battle Hunger comes out on the Slark. No hope for the big double taunt this time, but this Slark is going a little deep.
I don't think there's anything to stop the Slark though, because Void Spirit doesn't want to make the rotation already.
Yeah,
Void
TP
Spirit
is
doesn't have
down.
well.
Dire's middle
But
tower is under attack.
as we say that, who needs a support to get a kill when you're a level 7 Ursa?
This poor Tide. He's only sitting 200 net worth above his Undying. That like, just being in that situation, it's so painful because you feel so helpless. Oh, and they're just gonna get the Nyx as well
They're
here
just going
too.
right in. One last
Man.
Arctic Blast, and it is over.
Nothing can stop him. Already gaining that 3k net worth lead by 9.5 minutes in, with what 1,500 of it being on the Ursa. Going for a Battle Fury as well. This is the ideal scenario for Ursa right here.
Dire's
Yeah, this draft couldn't have played out any more picturesquely.
HCM, they
And
do have
that's a
ward.
big cookie. Fury swipe charges. there is no escape for doggy style. It is over for him. And Yango Bumeme inches ever closer to that Battle Fury timing.
are fortified.
Looking up top lane though, going for a return kill on the Axe. Gets the leash off.
They're not going to be able to get it because he can just call worst case scenario. And if he gets enough helixes, that Slark would die very quickly.
He is very tanky as well, to say the least.
Like, he has a Vanguard. Like, zombies don't do anything to him at this point. Undying hitting him won't really do a whole lot. Slark will eventually, but still with only that level 1 Essence chip, they don't last long enough for it to be a serious issue for him. So I don't think they can go on this Axe, and Axe is just doing a great job of containing this pressure up in top lane.
$2,000 net worth, almost ahead for Blocked by James on the Ursa. It is the story of this game. We've got Blink Dagger coming out soon.
Lane
Oh,
on the
call
Radiant.
comes out on the Slark.
Double impale.
Little
very
double
nice.
impale, yeah. Thunderbear sword. Very skilled mixed player, obviously. But at the end of the day, this is two purposes for Michigan. Both space are blocked by James, and a top tower gank, hopefully, if this goes off correctly.
Honestly, I would have liked to see Mississippi rotate a lot of people bot just to try and push this Ursa out a little bit, especially with the siege catapult coming in. Because I feel like they need to try and pressure this bottom tower. Although, double impale once again. Very nice impale.
Seeing onto the Slark.
Ooh, 3 men on the winner Wyvern ult. Laubon setting in Splitter Blast.
Lots of rotation.
But that is
big Dream Coil into Ravage.
And that is going to be a full 3-man kill on all the top line rotators. Excellent response from Missouri Staple Logs. Cole, break it down for me. How was the ult usage in that team fight?
The Ravage was entirely unnecessary, if I'm going to be completely honest, but the Dream Coil was beautiful. Caught them right both on the very end of it. I think if it was like another half a second, it wouldn't have hit either in that same spot. The fight started off really interestingly because the Slark pounced onto the Snapfire as the cookie was coming out, displacing her a little bit, but dragging them in enough just for the Wyvern ulti to be able to connect and get enough damage on... I forget who it was, but I don't think... Did they die? Someone else? Yeah. They got one on the Undying, which is fine, but it's not really like the big target you want to get after Tombstone is down and everything.
Real quick, we've got a Shadow Dance coming out from the Slark in response to the big mortars from Snapfire. Laubon misses the Cole by about 100 HP on Amatsu, but they should be able to get this finish with Selly rotating in. And that is a big kill. This Slark just felt like it was coming back into the game within the last couple minutes, but this is going to send that momentum swinging right back.
I wouldn't count the Slark out. Out of the 6 kills, out of the 7 kills on the team, Slark has 6 Essence Shift stacks.
That is not bad.
Really? Wow.
Big leash coming out on the mid laner, Trash Boat. That is going to be an easy kill for Icy. He didn't even need Doggy Talents to come up with an anchor smash there. A little aggressive from Trash Boat.
See, and this is exactly what the Tide needed, just to be able to get a couple good fights under, try and catch back up a little bit. I feel like Mississippi is doing a fantastic job of
we got blocked by James, deep in dire territory. That's a lot of TPs if he gets out of here, which it looks like he will, and we've got the big top lane push looking for that first tower blood.
TPing right in the top lane. He knows he doesn't want to be anywhere near these 4 heroes that then come down and take his tower. He's more than happy to trade these off and take over their jungle.
I think a lot of Mississippi's comeback is going to rely on this Puck, though. Just because Puck is really the only person with any ability to make a play right now. Then on top of it, his rotation has been... that rotation was beautiful because he also got a Waning Rift on the Axe. Like quarter of a second before Axe could have gotten the call off on everybody there. So I feel like a lot is riding on this Puck's game right now just to try and force a little bit of momentum.
Big impale.
Smoke coming out. Rotation, but Trash Boat gonna get ganked before the smoke can connect. But Laubon and Selly are still going for it. Winter Wyvern in a little bit of an awkward position, but a big Winter Wyvern ult into the Snap ult, and that is gonna be at least one on the Puck. 1 Cole coming in for the second on the Undying. Blocked by James, rotating in. First fight participation, truly in earnest. And that's 2. That's an okay trade for Michigan.
I mean, all things considered, like that was that was a great turnaround on their part. Just to be able to do the setup. There's a little bit of stacking with the Winter Wyvern ult and the kisses, just because kisses were going out, Wyvern ult was placed on afterwards. But very nice setup. Oh, Ursa going
a little solo kill. One more leap.
He doesn't have his ultimate either. Slark cannot get out if they're
Oh
able
my
to.
god.
Shotgun blast and the double top of Laubon coming in for another dunk, and the Fury Swipes are going to make this Undying all but dead. A big 3-piece in the back line to follow up on that bite.
That was perfect. Just how Michigan executed that right there. Just to be able to know that Slark's ult is down. If they want to keep chasing, there is nothing the enemy team can do to stop them. If they really, really want that Slark kill. Immediately going into Roche as well. Ursa has the blink now, so with the blink and Aegis, I feel like there's not a whole lot that Mississippi can do to stop whatever next objective they want to take.
And they've been having a lot of trouble controlling that Ursa. Very, very limited in terms of the CC that has gotten off unblocked by James. He's getting right on the targets he wants to in this limited sample of fights we've gotten from him. And Laban, this axe play. Bailey, talk to me. This has been fairly impressive.
I mean, I love the axe play. They've been very, very coordinated with how they've been getting the calls off. I definitely stand corrected because they have had great coordination with cookies set up, with Wyvern ult set up, just general turnaround from the Void Spirit as well.
Are they gonna find the Void Spirit if he shows? There are no sentries around. But this could be a skirmish call comes out.
The Slark has been caught. That's going to be a remnant into a dissimulate. But rotation from the Undying, that's a lot of damage. Oh, but Sally comes in from the side with the Winter Wyvern ult. That's going to be 1-2 on the Slark. Axe will fall, but it's a favorable trade now. No more TPs coming in. Tier 2 top being ganked.
Gosh, he does get in range. Stall his life out just long enough for Michigan to get some more damage on
And
that
this
top
is
tower.
plenty in terms of trade consideration for Michigan. They're feeling great about this one, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. What Michigan has been doing so well is just getting these insane turnarounds. Also, Axe has been so on top of just sticking with somebody and just knowing exactly when to get calls off and making sure they have the damage to kill them. Like, obviously they didn't quite get the damage on Slark, but they were able to get there eventually. And, you know, distraction enough. Undying maybe going down here as well to the Void Spirit. There we go. Just keep, and they got top tier 2 as well. Michigan is doing a great job of keeping up the tempo, even though they have this Battle Fury Ursa. He's just so far ahead. It doesn't feel like there's a whole lot that can stop him anymore.
8,000 net worth up. And what is this Ursa going to be looking for? Just what is Michigan going to be looking for next timing-wise, Cole? What's their next big item?
Ursa just gets a BKB after the Basher, and they run down. Because in terms of what Mississippi has to be able to deal with the BKB, until Puck gets an Ags, there's nothing. Whereas Ags still breaking? No, I forgot. They changed it. That was a while ago. That's his 25 talent. Yeah, they have nothing to pierce BKB whatsoever. So as soon as you get a BKB on this Ursa, there's no Ravage, there's no Dream Coil, there's no Impale, which, by the way, Thunderbear's Impales have been insane.
Yes.
Insane. If there was just a little more damage to follow up, it would be nuts.
How did the Puck die? Did anyone just, I guess, out of position?
I completely missed that.
Well, it
Definitely just out of position in the bottom lane. There's 4 heroes there.
Vision control looking real good from Michigan as well. Whole dire jungle under control. No vision from Missouri State on the map whatsoever.
Oh, I really like this deep ward that they have bottom as well. This is very, very nice just to try and get any vision. If they leave their base and either go to the triangle or go to farm jungle, Michigan will know. They have this entire base warded up. This is so nice to see.
Thunderbear.
The classic 2-lane push. We got blocked by James Siege in mid. We've got Laban Siege in bottom, and they're set up to take both of these tier 2s. And the entire Missouri State rotation did get scouted by that dire jungle ward, essentially.
Bounce misses.
And,
And
it's 75% of his health pulled down. Cookie in from the Snapfire. 3-man Ravage, but do they have the damage? Ursa gets off the Enrage. 3-man Winter Wyvern ult. And here comes the Snapfire over the top of a 3-man taunt! That's 1 call! He's gonna be in for 2! And there's a 3! A big triple kill from Laban! And this game's looking almost over.
This is the best axe pick I've seen in a very, very long time. This has been going so well for them.
That was some beautiful spell usage from Michigan right there.
There is really very little this Undying has been able to accomplish this game. And I think that's rather remarkable considering that it is being played into matchups that I would consider, at least, if not disadvantaged, neutral. It should be okay to this Ursa, but man, Laban has been super punishing. All attempts to group up, and he's going back in, blocked by James. He's going to take another engage, even without Aegis. He doesn't care. The Slark stuns. Missed Cole, but it doesn't matter. He's going back in on the Undying. Speak of the devil. And they're going to get out, take another Rex.
At this point, if I was Mississippi, I would just call it, because at this point, I can't imagine the mental is the best right now. And, like, honestly, just reset, because they definitely have potential. And I feel like if they just had more catch this game, they'd have been doing a lot better. But I feel like just take the reset, get that mental game going a lot better, and just get ready for the next game at this point, because I don't think that there's anything they can do to turn around it anymore.
And Cole, what do you think was the tipping point of this game? At what point was this game really set in this direction?
I think the lanes were really rough. Honestly, I think Tide having absolutely no ability to exist in the lane was a big issue. But more than that, there's almost no real wave clear on the side of Michigan, on Mississippi. So all this big shoving that Michigan keeps doing, there's just been no way for Mississippi to really get lanes out. You can see from where the lanes are and how the towers are barely impacted.
And Missouri State is just GG smoked. This is the final fight right here, gentlemen. And Zach has broken it, and the puck did not get on top of him very quickly. Not an excellent start, but... Oh, Blocked by James not out of position at all. That's a 3-hit kill. 2 stunned by the leash, but Icy is having to walk out anyway. Trash Boat uncontested as they just walk through the 3 and the 5 from Missouri State.
Oh, just at insult to injury, there is the puck going down to this Laoban Axe, who honestly I feel like MVP this game has been this Axe. So many good plays from him, just knowing exactly where to be and getting ready for every single setup he's been given. This has been some very impressive Axe play, to say the least.
It truly has been Michigan firing all cylinders. It truly has. It's great to see. First game of the season.
My boys showed up. I'm so happy.
Going for the big Divine Rapier to cap off the night by Blocked by James. Really,
oh, Leo.
looking to send it into game 2 with a bang. It's his best of 3, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Excellent, excellent. What would you like to see fresh in the draft? Next game, you two, from especially Missouri State.
I need to see some catch from them. They have one playmaker this game, because as soon as Tide doesn't have a great game, it is all over for just all of their momentum is just done, because Slark doesn't have the easiest time fighting right away with the typical build that people are going on him now. And then I feel like a lot of that comes from the support duo here, because the Undying Nyx, yes, there's a lot of potential, but you are just lacking in so much catch if you don't have an offlaner specifically for that. What about you, Cole?
Honestly, for the draft for Michigan, I just want to see more of the same. I think they handled dealing with the Undying really well. Just play really well around their cooldowns and pick heroes that want to play fast, because that's how I think they want to be playing the game.
Definitely so. And we got a 40-second timer left on Roche. It's going to be a quick one. Looking to end this one before the 30-minute mark. Blocked by James and crew. And the vision game doesn't get any better for Missouri State. They at least have some control of their own triangle now, but still mostly a dark map. They have managed to get Amatsu out of the base into this dire jungle, Radiant jungle though, which is at least nice. But Tier 2 bottoms, Tier 1 bottom still has not gone. Tier 1 bottom hasn't gone down yet, so playing on a constrained map. And Thunderbear Sword is not going to be long for this world. Any detection?
Nope. Did it get out? Dust?
Oh, he did get dust. And the Blocked by James Divine Rapier is on the courier.
Oh my god, Leo.
I love this. I love seeing this so much. Leo's shenanigans right here. Oh my god.
Can you just imagine, like, Leo in person just smiling, like, dumb little grin at this? Because, I don't know. Just when you see him in person, and he's so stoic all the time, he's just very serious. I'm like, okay. I just imagine him giggling in his chair right now.
I want to know who ended up calling this. Like, hey, you should just get a divine at this point, and then he actually did it. Because I feel like do you think this was prompted or unprompted to buy this?
I think Leo's probably just like, it's whatever.
True.
The team was probably like, buy a BKB, and he was probably sitting there like, oh, it's okay, guys, it's okay. It'll be fine. If I lose, I'll just buy another.
I mean, especially with this shard coming online, like getting it for free. Oh my god, that was disgusting.
Lord.
Yeah, this. I mean, this is just over, right?
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Certainly doesn't appear like there's much left for the Mississippi State Bulldogs to do in this game.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, it looks like they want to go for one last big fight. You know, really try and make them earn it. Have to respect them for that. They will go down fighting. They will not just give up at any point.
Big Ravage, breaking the coil. There will be no curse for this fight.
One call coming in.
There is an
Easy burst on the Tidehunter. Trash Boat getting on top of the Slark. Misses the Remnant. Actually, this is not the worst fight that
Sports have been
Mississippi
taken
State has
out.
taken. Yeah.
Shadow Dance on the Slark.
It's a 3v5.
Pounce on the JP.
But the Slark has been taunted. And he is going down. And it's about to be a dieback on this Tidehunter. Support's going down as well. And 2 right clicks is all it takes. And that puck is on his deathbed.
I mean, it looked like they had a fighting chance in that team fight as soon as they got both supports down, because these supports have been just giving them so many good setups just to allow the cores to do whatever they want this game. And oh, Aegis down on the Ursa.
Oh,
Oh, this poor puck.
JP.
Just one last puck kill to cap this one off.
Ugh. And just to put things in perspective at this point, Ursa is up to 22k net worth, and Slark is sitting at a 10k net worth right now.
Ursa has almost as much net worth as all 3 of the cores on Mississippi combined.
Oh my god.
Almost. It's very close. It's like 1,000 away.
So, the real question is now, what item do we see next on Leo? Will this be
True.
another Divine Rapier or a BKB?
Truly the most interesting question of this game.
Is under attack.
But just gonna go for the top laner racks. No fanfare. No throne.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Don't want to give the Slark the Divine Rapier, guys. That would not be good.
Going abyssal.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Maybe seeing the supports get taken down last fight, give him a little bit of a scare. Not enough to stop the shenanigans, of course, but just a little bit.
I mean, even after taking the supports out in the fight, wasn't like they were close, but here comes the supports again. Wyvern going low. The Dissimulate has already got this puck on the run, and Slark has already spent the kit. Nice little catch on the Wyvern, but that is the Slark down again. And Mississippi State running for the hills.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I feel bad for Thunderbear, honestly, because these Impales have been amazing to see. Oh, very nice Ravage coming out.
Thunderbear on the buyback. Gonna come follow up on this huge Ravage, but it is a little too late. Will they please take the throne?
I think this mixed pick was great, and I think Thunderbear is a very, very capable mixed player. I just think the Undying didn't have enough of an impact with this Tidehunter.
Did the Void Spirit die once mid during the laning stage? I think, did he get like solo killed once maybe?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think he got solo killed. I thought he solo killed the puck
He did.
He might have solo killed the puck, yeah.
because they. Ooh. Deleted. Puck did not even exist after getting caught there.
Real nice little catch in the Slark with the Wyvern ult to finish this one off. Big cleaves. Please.
Oh, check the net worths. Is that 18? Leo currently sitting at more net worth than all
Oh
three
my
other
god,
cores
Zach
combined.
pulled ahead of the Tidehunter.
Oh my god. Very, very dominant victory by Michigan, though. That was some beautiful Dota to watch. They were playing so well together. And do you know if they've played in a 5-stack at all yet until
They've run
tonight?
a couple practices.
Okay.
They have run a couple practices. I know they played last night. But I mean, they last week because I gave them the talk last week about the fact that I wasn't gonna be able to play. It was like 2, maybe 3 weekends ago at most. And I don't think that JP really had the time to start playing until like 5 or 6 days ago. So they're pretty freshly playing together. Um, I'm very impressed at how Zach has transitioned over to playing four. I think that I'm gonna have to have a talk with like have a chat with him after to see how the comms were feeling in the game itself. But I would imagine that JP's been very vocal about what he wants Zach to be doing.
And
Um,
there was very few miscues when it comes to Michigan rotations. It seemed very clear when they were making that initial movement for the top tier one that really set this game in motion and really sent James over the top in terms of farm. And all the responses to smokes, all the vision, very much on point.
I think the communication and the general sense of knowing what everyone wanted to do and knowing that they were doing the same thing on Michigan was very strong in that game because they felt like they were very much one coherent unit as opposed to 5 players playing a game of Dota. They really, really did feel like they were one team and that they were always moving together. And if they weren't moving together, it was with purpose. It's because Leo was bottom pushing and farming and either taking attention away from them on the top lane or using the attention that they're gaining on the top lane to farm and apply pressure himself. Felt very, very, very coordinated.
Absolutely. And we're going to go to a quick break. And very soon we will be getting you into Game 2. Mississippi State Bulldogs versus University of Michigan Wolverines Esports. Don't go anywhere. Okay, my mic's muted real quick.
They just do not want to see that. And the Snapfire. Let's see if we see another Undying into the Snapfire.
Spect onto Sealy. They banned out the Wyvern. They left the Axe in the pool.
I mean, why not just go with Snap Axe again? What is stopping them from doing something like that again?
The way they went first to it, Bailey. Surely.
Don't open Axe. Don't open Axe.
Surely.
Dazzle.
Dude, they got
okay, open Axe. Okay, go Axe.
Oh, the Enigma? Dude, Nyx as your other support? I could see a Nyx coming out as well right now. Because doesn't Nyx just deal with Enigma super well? You just kind of spiked Carapace and run into the black hole and you're chilling.
I don't know if Zach plays Nyx, and I think Nyx on 5 is awkward.
Nick's
Alright.
Snapfire is also a little greedy.
I just want to see the Axe again. I won't even lie. That was beautiful.
Second pick was Void. Do you see them going back for Void? Or do you think we're going to see
They
something
just do not want to
different?
see that. And
I
the
think Void is
Snapfire.
perfectly stable
Let's
against
see if
these
we
two
see
heroes.
another
I see no
Undying
reason
into
not
the
to pick it.
Snapfire.
Spect onto Sealy. Into Enigma Dazzle. I can't think of... Yeah.
There we go.
Strong opening. Ban out the Ember. Same thing again.
Is the stream going? Do you know?
Yeah, I fixed it's a little scuff, but the person who is messaging you should realize it's fine in about 10 seconds.
Okay, so I will let him know.
You read his mind. I was like, what?
Oh, that was pretty impressive. I gotta give you that. Okay.
Yeah, the person who is messaging you. Okay, are you in my phone?
I thought I had two-factor on for Steam. What is this?
There it is. There's the
Void
Axe ban.
Void ban come out in response. That is a big Axe ban force, though. Imagine having to respect ban that character.
I mean, at the same time, though, like, when you pick the Dazzle, Axe just deals with it so well.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to at this point, regardless of if they were, like, regardless of the performance last game. I feel like just generally that was smart.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Lifestealer here
On which side?
on Michigan. I feel like it's pretty strong against the Dazzle.
Definitely.
And with the Monkey King ban, it does make the matchup a little easier. Because, like, what are you looking at? PA, I guess, would be pretty okay against it, but...
I'm absolutely down bad to see a Treant Protector on Michigan's side. I don't know about you boys.
Ooh,
I think this is
do
the
enjoy
game.
some Tree.
It's not great against Enigma, with how bad it pulse breaks trees.
Are you kidding me?
The
The overgrowth for the cancel.
okay, on that end it's good.
Overgrowth cancels channels? What?
Yes.
I knew that, I swear.
No,
Actually,
it's
I have no
fair.
idea.
It's a fair thing to because
Because it's just a root,
roots
isn't it?
don't innately cancel channels
Mm-hmm.
That is so
unless they're
weird.
movement based. Dota's a weird game, guys.
True. Lots of fun
Dota's a weird
interactions.
game.
And we're
Lots
going
of
into this
crazy interactions.
crazy third pick outside of Mississippi State.
I would like to see a Primal Beast potentially on the side of Michigan.
Ooh. Slot that in. I mean, that lanes pretty well versus Dazzle, doesn't it?
I would imagine so because you just run on Dazzle, just Uproar. Shallow Grave doesn't really do anything at that point, and with Cookie as well.
And combines great with the kisses
Lion.
as well. Lion coming out.
Oh wow! Immediately picking
Instant
it over.
Rubik.
Wait, hold
Ow.
on, guys.
This is gonna be Leo mid on Rubik.
What are these lanes from Mississippi State?
This is going to be an
We have a
Enigma
mid
Dazzle.
lion or an off lane Enigma?
It's
No,
definitely
no, no.
off
It's just
an Enigma.
it's just gonna be Enigma Lion, bottom. I mean, top.
Uh,
Oh, you think the Lion's gonna be running 4 with the Enigma?
it's flexible.
I
Both heroes
think
can do either
it could
4 or
be either
5.
way. I just feel like I've seen when Lion has gotten picked, I've seen it more in that 4 role recently. I feel like
Okay.
that's kind of where the hero stands in the modern game, but we'll see. Speaking of weird lanes, are we thinking Zach still on the Snapfire here? Who plays Rubik?
Leo.
Wait, that was serious. We're actually going to see
I don't
this.
think it's gonna be. I mean, maybe.
I I could legitimately see it because Leo, with how good their spells are, I could see him doing the Ags Rush and just trying to dumpster them as fast as possible because he has done that to us in houses multiple times, and it's kind of nasty. Okay, I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on.
And they've tied
No,
Hunter.
if it's a Leo mid Rubik, what's the Void Spirit doing? No, it's a Rubik.
Yeah, never mind.
It's a Rubik 4.
Yep,
I got
Rubik
myself
tied.
excited
It's a
about
good
it.
lane.
Rubik tide is very, very stable.
And we're saving the Leo pick for last.
Oh.
Chaos Knight. Okay.
I like CK
I
in the
like
tide.
CK.
That is
Yeah.
it's a good CK game for sure.
You just beat the sustain with more sustain.
And Mississippi State definitely picking a much potentially faster draft this game.
We need wave clear on Mississippi, though. Their
This
mid
is
laner
true.
has to have someone that can clear out waves and hold a tower. Once again, we have a team lineup with no wave clear. They actually have less wave clear than they did last game.
What about like a Lesh potentially for Mississippi?
Lesh should be all right. It kind of is not great against Rubik. Rubik is kind of likes all of those spells.
Yeah, true, but is there any good mid right now that Rubik wouldn't enjoy stealing spells from? Especially with his Storm and Puck out of the pool. I'm not sure what else would have enough wave clear to deal with just how much pushing they have, because right now they're lacking. They also need somebody that is fairly fast paced too. Because CK... What are you thinking for this mid though?
I could see Shadow Fiend.
Oh, especially if CK does like an interesting Ags build as well.
Yeah.
And that is a dangerous lineup to play in if they get through the lanes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really liking Mississippi's draft so far. I think it's much better than last time. They have so much more catch. They have great scaling. They have faster paced heroes. I think overall this is a giant step up for them and gives them
Let's
a real
go
fighting chance
PA
here.
on Michigan or something, because you have 3 heroes that you want to insta burst.
Ooh.
PA coming off a buff today. Maybe
I
we
think she's
will
doing
see
a lot
it.
better in win rate as well, right?
I thought. Oh, baby!
Hello?
Why play for
I-
35
so-
minutes when
I
you can
feel
play for
so bad
60?
them. Leo's Arcorden is one of the worst things to play against in the world. It is.
I've never seen it.
It's so painful. It is the most painful thing to play against, because he is everywhere all at once and will just ruin your life if you even show on a single wave. It's terrible.
How is
That's
the
a
matchup
phenomenal
versus?
movie, by the way.
Yeah, it is a phenomenal.
Everything
movie.
Everywhere All at Once. Incredible film.
I've not seen that.
Watch it.
How does it?
Watch it soon.
Sorry. How does
ahead,
Enigma
Tim.
lane into Arc Warden? Is that a good matchup?
I have no idea. I've never seen that matchup before.
That is, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know, because you do have Eidolons to deal with Spark Wraith.
This is a Rubik 5, isn't it? Because Eidolon's got their magic resist reduced by a significant amount at early levels, so you just Fade Bolt them really easily. Because they went down to what? I think 30%,
It's
right?
30% at level 1, yeah.
Yeah. And before they were sitting at 60, so Fade Bolt... Here, let me see. Where is my Enigma?
I actually really like this Viper pick from Mississippi State. I think this is the correct response.
Ooh, a Viper for the last pick. I really like both drafts. I do not know who has the
Yeah.
upper hand here. This is...
Definitely 2 interesting comps. We will be enjoying watching them as we go into this game 2. Michigan up 1 over Mississippi State. And it will be the Rubik 4 Snap 5, although that doesn't necessarily dictate the laning setup.
This is a Snap 5, really. I thought for sure it would have been a Rubik 5 this game.
Yeah, Snap 5 has been the more common Flex to 5 than the Rubik Flex to 5 in the last couple months. We'll see
That's
how it
true. I just
lanes.
find it...
I really do like what you brought up there about the Eidolon Magic Resist change, though, with the Fade Bolt interaction. That seems very powerful.
Yeah, just because... Although I guess Snap does have the shotgun, so
Blast.
it's not too big of a deal. Yeah. So...
All right, getting the game underway.
Prepare for battle.
All
Truly.
5 from Michigan are from Mississippi going top. Do they have a smoke? They do not.
Oh, I do like the boots on Lion, just starting out with the brown
Yeah.
goose, try and potentially get some catch. They do have a very, very strong level 1. If they can find Leo somewhere, that is a very dead Arc Warden coming up soon.
This is a very powerful level 1. For sure. Maybe sacrificing mid-ward advantage, but they're getting this nice ward down in the jungle at least.
He knows. He's just sitting under tower. He wants nothing.
Absolutely
Oh,
perfect.
actually, he dropped the Spark Wraith. He doesn't know that they're there. He might go back.
Looks like Amatsu drew a line pointed right at that bottom power rune spot.
There's no way.
That's
Maybe
too crazy.
that is way too crazy. Certainly, they will sit on this high ground and just wait it out.
I think Dazzle starting only Tango Sentry is rather interesting. Both supports opting to rush into boots.
I mean, they definitely probably feel like they didn't get enough done last game.
The battle begins.
I'd really like to see a Bassi out of this Dazzle, honestly, just to help out the Enigma, spams more spells a little bit more.
Nice little 2-for-2 rune trade. Gentlemen, which lane do you think is going to be most exciting?
I think Sealy knows there's a ward.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
That's
Most
Okay.
exciting is 100% going to be bottom, I feel like.
Agreed.
Because you have CK and Dazzle who just want to kill, and Tide and Rubik, that is also just a very, very aggro lane, while top you have an Enigma and an Arc Warden who don't even want to interact with each other for 45 minutes.
I agree.
Let's see, is CS going to get this first block?
Dazzle.
Oh!
Ooh. Bringing up that Eidolon magic resist change. Shotgun blast.
Oh.
Looking a lot better. Or scatter blast.
It-
Tried to get a
This
little
is
bit
a first
greedy.
blood, potentially. If he doesn't TP out, I think he's just dead here.
Yeah, no, he definitely is dead. He got a little greedy for the courier.
Oh.
Now face
Yeah.
first blood.
Big
Body blocking
chaos
from
strike.
promo.
Yep.
Huge for Mississippi. Getting that first blood on CK, already has brown boots coming out soon. That is exactly what you want to be seeing.
Luckily, Tide fairly decent in lane, fairly resilient. So, not the end of the world.
Dire's courier.
Oh, plus what's nice is once he gets a couple points into the Kraken Shell, Dazzle can't really do a whole lot to Tide.
Dire's
Leo
Blocked
found
by
the
James.
lion.
Yeah, that big return kill.
Oh, JP, Labon, bottom lane, poison touch.
Big double anchor smash
Rick,
coming out. Can they turn it on
one
that
more.
Dazzle?
He has 4 seconds, just follow him up. Dazzle does go down. There's the kill.
This may even be a kill on CK with the Fade Bolt coming up. If the creeps can get vision.
There's a 7
Ooh.
stick. On a
Oh,
Matsu.
never mind.
If he's not careful,
Catch
I mean,
the face.
there's no region in this lane. There are only 5 tangos between these two heroes, and CK is not doing so hot. I mean, if they want to get a return kill on the CK, it needs to be
Matsu
now.
with Gush, Fade Bolt is just dead. There goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Wow.
was so greedy.
Powerful kill. Lots of action in this bottom lane, as you all said.
Yeah, we're up to what? Or is it 3 kills bot so far? Or
3 kills
4?
bottom, 2 top.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
top,
okay.
3 bottom. Speaking of top lane, blocked by James. Definitely off to a great start, holding this Enigma only 4 CS. 11 to his name. Quick check on the mid lane as well. This matchup is going just about how it usually goes. 15 CS on Viper, 7 on Trash Boat. Not the start that Trash Boat got last game for sure. We'll see how he responds.
But we have to really look at the denies. We have 6 denies on the Viper. And 0 on
Ooh.
Trash Boat.
Oh, that's actually very, very good for Viper.
And he has denied him both water runes. No, just one. One of the water runes. And this pre-level 6 matchup is very not favorable for Jin.
Oh, especially if Viper gets a courier kill. Oh, good catch on Trash Boat, making sure Viper does not snipe that out.
No, but he will get the deny on the flag bearer.
Ooh, Snapfire maybe going down top here.
Yeah, I
Getting
got the
this-
stun off, but looks like he's safe. He's far enough away from the line spells. Oh, and they're gonna turn it around. Big cookie onto the Enigma, and 2 auto attacks gonna finish that one off.
That's so sad too, because Enigma, you just like I feel like your main goal as Enigma in the offlane is just to survive and deny as much XP as possible, and that really hurts the Enigma's game going down like that. Because he's also only sitting on 4 last hits. Still 6 denies, which is good, but it's a rough lane top for this offlane and support.
Absolutely. That top lane.
Good damage mid lane.
Oh.
Viper. The lift. Teleport coming in from Dazzle. He doesn't have any more mana.
Well, the turnaround on the
They're gonna
Rubik
turn
there.
on the Rubik. Viper's trying
Denying
to
the
come
water
through.
and he dies.
That is real rough too. Viper is already halfway to level 6 while Void Spirit's still sitting about 1/5 of the way from level 5. This lane is going extremely well for Viper. Also sitting at 27 last hits to Void's 11 and
Well,
10
there is
denies.
still a full minute before Viper's going to get any more bottle refills. They're both level 5 right now, and Jin does have another charge. If there's a rotation, there's a good opportunity, but bottom lane ping is coming out.
Trash Boat is
Trash Boat is
careful.
going
He's
to
just
possibly
back
go down
again.
mid.
Die.
He's going to go down to the Viper poison. Oh, dear. And Zach going down bottom.
Good body blocking from Amatsu. If Promo can't get out, he doesn't have a TP. He does eat his way out. The Anchor Smash will miss, and there's not enough mana for a Gush.
Oh,
He is
going
rate.
top line may go down here if they can get another Wraith off. Looks like Lion's going down. This is, you know, all things considered, even though the offlane's been having a rough time on Mississippi, they have been doing extremely well in their other 2 lanes, and this is really what they needed from last game.
Absolutely. Although that is not stopping. Blocked by James, Leo, and his Arc Warden. He
Level
is
6 on the Viper.
Viper, definitely a bright spot for Mississippi State this time around, for sure. What is Mississippi State looking to do on the map, guys? What's are there any rotations, specific towers they're looking to take right now? How are they going to take this advantage?
They need Enigma to
ahead.
hit 6, like very badly. He is very low XP. I think Lion just needs to try and abandon him as much as possible and just give him solo XP, because once Enigma's 6, they can start trying to focus kills on Arc Warden before he starts going all over the map, which allows CK to push out top. They need to open up this offlane for him, I feel like.
My 6 CK has Helm of the Iron Will coming. I want, if I'm Mississippi right here, literally right after this kill, if Promo lives, okay, he won't, but Promo respawns, I want to see him TP mid, refill Icy's bottle, hold the tower since Trash Boat has really low resources. His regen rune has been popped. He has no more bottle for another minute. I want to see Promo go mid, refill the bottle, have Icy either kill or go top and recover the top lane for them. Because CK is totally fine sitting bottom with his Helm of the Iron Will, 21 charges, 1200 health. He goes top.
Doggy Talents survived an Arc Wraith from Leo with 20 HP. Just barely keeping on track for that level 6.
In middle, Zach TPing.
that Viper is a dangerous target. Got Trash Boat all the way out, down to half HP. Sitting at 43 CS, 17 denies to 15 on the Void Spirit. Void Spirit looking like a position 3.
I mean,
Poison Touch and Earth Spike top.
Gonna hop the
Really
tree line,
going
no
up
big
the
deal.
ooh, very nice tree line hop there. I mean, looking at the net worth though, Viper has double this Void Spirit's net worth. This is the position you want to be in, Viper. Just dominate that early game, so that way the opposing, whoever it is, does not have a game. This is
46,
perfect.
47-20 over 15-0.
Yeah. This is very. Oh, Viper with the
Back.
haste rune, going to go bot most likely, try and get a kill on the tied Rubik pair.
Do they have vision? There is nothing to scout this one out, but it looks like Laban will get the timing and back off in time.
That's definitely a good call from Trash Boat, just seeing that Viper picked up the haste and calling it out so that way they can both back off. Ultimately, bit of a failed rotation, still be able to get this camp though, which is nice. have a feeling we may be in for a long game here, boys.
Yeah, after the action-packed minute like 2 through 3, we are settling into a nice rhythm. But we got action in the dire triangle. Big Ravage coming out. Icy going low. Trash Boat on the rotation. Gonna pop the haste room, but it's not gonna be worth anything.
Icy.
Promo going kind of low. The Graves coming out. Scatter Blast. And is this CK who has voluntarily willed himself into this fight, but
Oh, the Ravage.
Ooh.
the 3-man. What an impale.
Thunder Bear. Once again. This
Oh,
guy.
Thunder Bear's on the Lion?
This
Wow.
guy.
He knows his
He
strength.
went
Finding
so
these
for
angles.
Enigma. Dang.
That was really, really important for the Void Spirit. Getting that kill onto the Viper.
Yeah, that was desperately needed. Honestly, I feel like it would have been best for Mississippi if they just ignored that and just put that pressure top instead. Try and push this Arc Warden out of here, because Arc Warden has way too much free space considering he has a Midas already. But I think he got it at 9 minutes. So they just really need to pressure this top tower and move heroes up here instead of fighting in the enemy triangle.
Thunder Bear looking to make a little movement on mid, but Trash Boat is well in position for it. Blocked by James. Calm, cool, collected. No deaths, 4 kills. Hanging out in this top lane. We've got a little movement from Mets. No, nothing happening bottom either.
Honestly, I would love to watch CK go top. If you get Viper and CK top, that Arc Warden can't stay there. And I don't know if there's a great way for Michigan to even defend this right now.
We're gonna have
Jack is TPing in.
action mid.
They have a ward. They found it.
Subtle D-ward mission, but no kill to come out of it.
Telekinesis pulling in the Viper. Icy getting dragged in again by the Remnant.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Going to get the scatter blast off. The Assimilate's gonna hit home as well. Only 1 on the cookie, and Trash Boat unluckily gonna get hit by that tower. Phasable, oh, they're so low.
Oh,
Viper ends up falling. Not good.
Radiant's top tower is under
I don't know. Does it change color? Does the Viper, the poison
So
change color?
green.
Oh, no. Not good.
Yeah, because he didn't even know he was standing his own Nether Toxin. Because if Viper got out of that alive, that is the ideal scenario after how much Michigan used for them resource.
Absolutely. And now this just makes that exchange free time for the Arc Warden of Michigan. Cole, what's the first big item time in this game, Cole? When's the action gonna start in earnest? When are we starting to 4-man gank towers?
Gleipnir.
Leipnir?
We got Gleipnir, and Leo is just running over everyone.
That is definitely an item.
Dyer's bottom
Powerful one at that.
CK doesn't have a BKB queued up. Viper doesn't exactly. I mean, he's gonna have to get a BKB soon, but this Enigma is so far behind it will be forever until he manages to get a BKB.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What do y'all think of the third item, presumably BKB CK in this game?
I feel like
necessary. I don't think you go Heart third item.
that's what I was saying. That's what I was thinking as well. Because Heart just feels like I get what they're trying to do with just making the illusions tanky so they can survive all the magic stuff, but just go a Mage Slayer if you want to do that. Don't your illusions get the magic resist from that?
I'm not sure. I think so.
You know, if you just went like Armlet, Blink, BKB, I think they'd be in a much better position with how good of a game this Viper's had. Oh, Viper does have the BKB queued up, which is very nice. Oh,
Amazing on these
no.
supports.
3 people setting
It
under a
is.
ward. Read triangle.
Yeah, they're bringing a smoke out as well. This is unfortunate for Mississippi.
Oh dear. And that is a fully visible smoke. Let's see how Michigan responds.
You check, boys.
Leo's
Always
gotta
check
leave,
for
right?
woods.
What
Leo
is
doesn't care.
Leo has decided that he does not care. The enemy is smoked.
They're wrapping in though. There's a counter smoke. TP's coming in. There's the black hole.
Arc Warden's
gonna
kind of tanky.
It's there. It is there.
Oh, and the stolen black hole! He hits both supports, and the kisses are going to come through for 3. What a disaster! But the Arc Warden kill and the Tide kill, honestly, don't make it that bad. Yeah, it's actually pretty flat. That's not a disaster at all.
And they get the off-lane tower. I think this is okay.
This is very good for Mississippi. That was very, very greedy on Michigan's part there to stay there.
Actually, kind of incredible. They got both those kills with only 3 heroes. That is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that is pretty crazy.
Very well played.
What I want to see Viper get, I need him to get Ag Shard and BKB, and I want towers being bonked all the time.
That definitely enables him.
Oh,
you'll be able to turn on Rubik here if they want to commit for it.
Stolen CK, wonderful.
That Rubik illusion will do some damage.
Great map split coming out here from Mississippi State. Just all 3 lanes getting nicely farmed, pushed in. The vision game not too terrible. And the Gleipnir edges ever closer for Leo.
You know, even with this Midas on the Arc Warden, CK is doing a great job of keeping up. There's only a 200 net worth difference between the two right now. Like, all things considered, this is going very, very well for Mississippi, considering how rough of a game Enigma had.
Absolutely. CK is keeping up super well. A little fight brewing around the mid lane. We've got Zach and Laoban kind of hanging out by the dire triangle. Thunderbear sword waiting for walk-up.
He opted to go in for the Echo.
What do you think about that item choice?
I think Echo Armlet Blink is incredibly greedy. I think it's 3 items that are all for fighting very early on. And if he buys these items, he has to run at them. Like, if you come and get these items and then you farm for another 4th item, then you are allowing way too much time for Leo to get online.
They're going for him. He's going for the fight right now. He's found Leo in that mid lane.
4-second stun. TP's coming in, but one more hit.
And he's going to get him all the way 100-0. No backup. And he's forced the TPs already, but it's going to be a 4v5 on the side of Michigan. And Trash going to go down. He didn't catch the Viper with the Ravage. Yeah. From long range, Lion Finger on the Rubik, and they're not done yet. Salise on the Snapfire goes down, and another tower coming in for Mississippi State. You were just talking about how they needed to get some value out of these CK items, and I think they were listening.
If they do this 2 more times with these items, Echo Saber is coming out. Honestly, he gets this BKB. This game is very, very just high tempo. These heroes just want to run at them. On the back of the CK and the Viper, if he gets this shard, these towers can melt pretty quickly. As soon as they can corner them into their base and take over their jungle to give Arc less space to farm, the much more this game is in their grasp.
You know, the Echo Saber, I think, is actually a good move here. Because you break that up, that builds into your BKB, and also potentially a Mage Slayer if you feel like you need it.
That's a
so,
good
because
point.
I was thinking the Echo was too greedy, but I think it's...
No, that's a really, really good point.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, the shard coming out as well. So CK is just going to try to insta-burst any support that he sees.
Oh my gosh, this is truly the... Can you even think of a like faster, more like early game centric progression than this? It feels like he is absolutely maxing.
CK is one of those special heroes where you just buy 3 items that cost less than 2,500 gold, and it has so much impact.
True. I'd really like to see Mississippi take top with how much momentum they've been gaining here.
Dire's top tower.
Their bottom tower will just be going down naturally fairly soon.
This is true.
Oh, Eidolon's pushing top actually. Mississippi may be getting that top tower.
Michigan's done a very good job of keeping these towers.
Damn, I didn't even realize that Leo had taken that top tier 1 on the Radiant side. They are doing a really good job of defending subtly.
There's the Gleipnir.
He's got backup rotate again, but they're about 10 seconds away. Can the Shallow Grave hold him over? Here comes Doggy Talents. That's a good black hole! Oh, baby! And the Viper Toxin right on top! Oh! And the Line Impale, the buyback coming out on the Snapfire. They're going for round 2. Do they have the ammo?
The back line.
I mean,
that tide is super tanky.
Getting return kills.
Comes Jin.
It's a little far out. Does he have? Oh, with the finger from downtown! Wow, what an answer from Mississippi State. They even got caught out kind of out of position there. Like the CK went down really fast, but they still made something out of it.
Yeah, Mississippi, they have definitely come to play this game. After how the first game went, looks like they reset their mental state and just know what they need to be doing this game. This is a very good game of Dota to watch. I'm very excited to see how both teams are doing.
Cole, what went wrong in that team fight for Michigan?
For Michigan, they got black hole, bro.
That 3-man black hole was pretty devastating.
It was just a 3-man black hole. It was that simple. Everything up to it was really clean, but I think the Rubik got caught in the black hole.
Was that the blink reveal on Enigma?
I believe
so, yeah. He had just sent his courier out while he was farming top.
The
so
3
honestly,
heroes. That's what it is. The 3 heroes on the side of Michigan that can stop black hole got stuck in black hole.
Laban being pursued bottom lane by Thunder Bear Sword. Just out of range. Not going to find anything. But blocked by James has made an appearance. He is looking for it, but that was his main. That wasn't his reflection. And Zach goes down on the other part of the map. Thunder Bear Sword, another 2-man impale. What is this guy smoking? These are some great impales.
For Icy to get out.
Radiant's middle tower
Best case scenario, though, they get Leo. Like, they got him.
Yeah, you can't ask for more. Amatsu smoked, going high ground. Oh, right on top of Laban, and a perfectly timed Chaos Knight ult finished up. The tempo around the map. Mississippi State's keeping the pressure on. They need to be pressuring these tier 2 towers as well. What's next? Roche tier 2s? What is Mississippi State waiting for?
Definitely this tier 2 top. Just close off the Archorn's map more and more. Because I don't think they can take Roche that safely with the Snapfire and Tide. And Void Spirit as well. There is just so much potential damage there if you try and Roche. They need this jungle completely closed off from Archorn.
I think if they have black hole up, it's safe enough. Because you can get Nether Toxin somewhere on high ground from a blink position to stop Tide from TPing, from blinking in and ravaging. And the negative armor from Dazzle.
Oh, that is a very good point, yeah.
Minus armor from Dazzle combined with the amount of damage from CK.
So would you want to see Roche or the tier 2 first?
Roche before tier 2s, for sure.
Roche before tier 2s? Okay.
I mean, it's kind of tough to push super hard. Because on Michigan, they do have pretty good wave clear. So it's not as easy to just force shove waves against them when Tide can just plant his body in a lane and you have to have 2 heroes to deal with him.
That's very true. That's why I'd really like to see this Viper shard come out, because I feel like if Viper gets a shard, they just push so insanely quickly, especially with the CK illusions. Oh, how do you feel about the heart being queued up for CK next?
I think he should get a BKB, but or a Sanj and Yasha. Something for status resistance, something for spell immunity, just anything. But Heart's not bad. I think Heart's probably up there with like next best choices with Scotty, just because he needs to survive a little bit longer.
Oh, that's true. Just try and get all the spells baited onto him potentially, and then go from there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Little nice bottom tier 2 gank from the Mississippi side. No serious rotation from Michigan to counter. But they might get this reflection from the Arc Warden. The Tempest double. No Roche. 24 minutes in.
Bottom tier 2. That's a big tower.
Oh, if Mississippi finds this DD, that should be a free Roche.
That should be the first Roche of the game, certainly. One would assume.
Off early waves.
Will CK find this DD?
Mississippi playing a very, very controlled game.
Mm-hmm. Definitely keeping the tempo tightly reined. They haven't overextended really too far, much at all. Definitely worried about this one getting out of control for Arc Warden, but they are on a clock. Do you think that they're far enough ahead at 24 minutes in, you two, to consider this a success versus the Arc Warden?
Definitely not.
It's close. It's not quite, but it's close.
I mean, the fact that Arc Warden is able to still keep up in net worth like this when it's 25 minutes in, once that Octarine is up, it will be so hard for any of the supports to even show their face in a fight because of how many spark rates will be coming out. Because I'm sure after that Octarine, there will most likely be an eggs as well, and at that point it's so hard for anybody to do anything because Enigma will need to pre-BKB super heavily. But I mean, for that next... Oh, sorry.
Earlier about how important it was that he gets the Gleipnir before we get BKBs online on Mississippi, and really make use of that and push an advantage. And BKBs are almost up on both Enigma, and it's already up on Viper. The Gleipnir timing is kind of fading away. Force Staff's just starting to come out. Lion almost has his Force Staff. Dazzle has Greaves just about. They're just gonna walk away.
Oh, Dazzle's rushing the Greaves. How do you feel about that?
I dislike 3 open inventory slots as a general principle, but I think Greaves are fine. I think Glimmer is something that he should have probably considered here. For some kind of mobility save item. Alright. Thunderbear.
CS
Thunderbear MVP
has disappeared. Yeah. What a catch. And this should allow them to continue their tier 2 push top.
I feel like they have to get Roche after this, right?
You certainly have to assume. I feel like in this game state, or in this matchup between drafts, you have to get a Roche before 30 minutes, right?
No, you definitely Roche after this tier 2. Amatsu can get this tower, get Roche, and get this wave, and then he is Heart.
Oh, that will be very nice to survive pretty much anything Michigan throws at him.
They walk in and they get this mid wave out once. See if they... Honestly, if they were to wrap behind and find this pick right here, wave in 2 picks, they want to run down mid. I don't necessarily agree with this. Potentially go mid, bait out Ravage, bait out spells, and leave, but
feels like a lot of time committed to these maneuvers that is just free, blocked by James. Arc Warden scale time when you could just be taking the Roshan. But we'll see. Might catch Mr. CS out on this Rubik. And it'll all be for naught. Ooh, nice blink.
Even if they do catch out CS on the Rubik, they have spent so much time just moving from tier 2 top to tier 2 mid. When in that time with Viper's Shard and CK ult, they most likely could have gotten Roche, I believe.
Absolutely true. CK Heart is complete. Tier 2 mid is taken out. That is the last outer tower on Michigan's side. Surely they will take Roche now, with 20 seconds left on the Snapfire death timer. But they
There's a DD
You take Roche. You take it right now.
You have to.
If there was ever a time to take Roche, it would definitely be right now. And at 28 minutes and 15 seconds, Amatsu enters the pit for the first time this game.
Amatsu's a Chad. He's decided that BKB is not worth his time. He's going AC. This guy is insane.
This is the true Dirty Dog maximum greed CK build, but it is working out for him well this game.
That was so fast.
It makes you wonder why he didn't go for it sooner. But that is beside the point. What are they actually looking to go high grade? They must be looking to go high grade with this Aegis. Do you think they have all the equipment ready? Are they going to wait for one more item? What's happening here?
I mean, you just kind of get mid and top out here. You have Viper Shard. You wait for BKB on Enigma. That's it. You're 150 off.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, in a time period, you may be able to just bait out Ravage while waiting on that BKB.
It is certainly possible.
Now, I don't agree with Lion going Shard here. But we can talk about that in a minute.
As
The mid lane.
so is about to go down. Laoban close behind. Phantasm comes out. Probably just looking back at the tower. Viper's still doing a pretty good amount of damage this late in the game. The siege continues. Matsu back onto high ground, back onto the Tidehunter. A few more strikes. Not really going anywhere with this. And the buyback is in on the Snapfire. Amatsu about to lose that first life.
Hyde's getting ready with his blink though. He was just waiting. If he wasn't getting ticked down by Viper, I think that would have been a major Ravage for them.
Absolutely, especially if that Aegis is down.
Ooh.
Amatsu back in. One more 3. Well, it was just one. It was on the Tempest double.
Oh!
And the Stolen
Oh!
onto 2. Kisses on top.
The turnaround black hole only catching the Tempest double in the initial one. This
Getting
is
dropped really, really low.
And there's the Ravage on 3. Scatter blast of it. And Amatsu is not getting out of this one. I might have spoken too soon. He's definitely, he could be getting out of this one. That's a lot of HP.
I mean, Michigan could not have asked for a better fight in this case. Fighting into Aegis and fresh Enigma BKB.
Oh, Leo getting dropped really low.
Oh, no! What a disaster!
Step too early. Amatsu, don't get too greedy.
Oh
What a fight.
no. Wow. That black hole turnaround, that is exactly what they needed. Only catching the Tempest double in that first one, then see us just turning it around. That was a very, very good fight to watch. And then waiting with the Ravage. So patient.
That being said, there were 2 buybacks on the side of Michigan. And the
There
goal.
were.
So, if you look at the fight recap, 2,300 gold up for Mississippi, 900 up for Michigan. So, although they did get that big turnaround, the Arc Warden death, I think, might have cast a pall over it.
We have to acknowledge the absence of the CK-BKB in that fight and how crippling that was.
That is so true, Cole.
Yeah.
I've been saying this all game. If he has a BKB in these fights, he's not getting slowed by Flux. He's not running into all these issues where they just kill the rest of his team and he just can't do anything. He buys BKB and he kills 2 heroes instantly.
Oh, level 20 on Arc Warden with the Egg. This is going to be a very scary time. Plus 125 Spark Wraith damage with the Egg Scepter and Octarine. They're starting to hit their timer. Mississippi, they couldn't push high ground with that Aegis after how good of a start to the fight they had. This game is going to get much harder for them.
They just have to focus on hitting the building when they're up there. They spent a lot of time, CK spent a lot of time trying to hit other heroes and getting baited around, and Michigan did a great job toying with him.
What is that next timing for Mississippi State? Are they just waiting this out for
BKB
Roche?
on CK.
Just that CK BKB? That's gonna be a minute.
He's not going to get it.
That's gonna be a good bit of time.
I'm
but
begging.
I can't disagree. The importance of it seems rather paramount. Even the
I mean-
Viper has the BKB.
Viper's Scotty into the Arc Warden's actually really good. Just
Yeah.
the amount of slow you get on them, which is nice, but without that BKB on CK, I don't know if it's enough.
Or Lotus on the Dazzle.
Ooh, Lotus and the Dazzle. That would have been an interesting pickup. Would have being the operating word there.
Just to purge a couple of, like, Flux, slows, just some things that are messing with the CK.
Mm-hmm.
Big jump in from Amatsu, 4-second stun, deleting Zac.
Snapfire is out of there. They're gonna follow up on this.
There's another turn. apologies, Sealy was the one that got deleted before, but Zach did follow.
That Tidehunter goes
Ooh,
0 to 100 real quick.
No buyback.
Uncontested Viper in the back line. A little uncoordinated on the re-go in from Michigan, and that's probably going to be at least a lane or Axe. Even without this BKB, it just really doesn't seem like CK has much fear of going in, jumping on high ground, free blink. The one-man black hole on the Void Spirit, probably worth it here. They got the buyback out.
Definitely worth it. Very well thought out from Doggy Talents.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
And that's one lane, and they've still got 30 seconds with 2 arrows down. Maybe they just back off here, we'll see.
He's going to be fine.
Going on that Tempest double. Go. Just cancel.
That was very well played. Oh,
Mississippi
no, the BKB.
State staying around. Grave comes out. There is no more Aegis on Amatsu. He's very low. Will Michigan be able to follow up? But the Snapfire goes down to the Viper. Viper, though, might not be so lucky as to stay alive after it. He's going to get caught out by the Flux Spirit.
Overall, I really, really liked how they started pushing that high ground. I feel like for how long they stayed, it was a bit greedy, especially when you saw these heroes coming back up. Because ultimately, I feel like Viper just kind of paid for
Sigma.
the rest of the team.
Tempest double going down in top yet again. And we've got 1 minute till the Roche is up. Viper will be respawned for that. Do y'all think Michigan can contest this next Roche, or are they still too far behind?
I mean, I think Arcorn just spams Spark Wraiths from high ground, and then it should be good. Because
I think
unless
this
it,
Wraith pack can be placed tactfully once the Tidehunter gets it in 600 gold. It could be interesting.
I think it's so hard without this BKB on the CK. I know we've been saying it a lot, but it is so necessary. We've seen so many times where he just gets so caught out. Yeah, exactly. Like, just spend that what? That is a full BKB right there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more than BKB.
Because you don't even...
He could even disassemble the Echo Saber and just finish it real quick.
Yeah.
Not even that big a deal. But he believes otherwise.
He is killing supports.
He hasn't got hard
absolutely
punished yet.
killing those
Yeah.
supports.
That's very true,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower
he
is
just
under attack.
gets caught, not even caught out necessarily, just controlled so heavily on the main hero, which is the issue here.
I mean, it's a difference in approach, because if you opt to not go for the BKB, you have to take the fights how you took the last one, where CK blindly jumps in and has to instantly kill one of the supports that would be the problem for him not having the BKB. But if he is able to get rid of that Rubik, get rid of that Snapfire, or remove the Void Spirit from the fight long enough that he is able to exist, then he doesn't need the BKB quite as much. But in these longer, drawn-out fights, if he gets initiated on, the Blink Dagger isn't helping him so much, the Armlet isn't quite helping him as much, he's relying a lot on the Dazzle to keep him alive, and this BKB prevents him, lack of BKB thereof, prevents him from really being able to sustain these long engagements.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tempest double, about to be ganked. Top lane. Successful Tempest double gank. And Roche is a mere 20 seconds away. Vision on the map. Mississippi State controls all 4 quadrants of the map. Very, very good Roche setup. And this, y'all have to imagine that this is, if they have to win the game on this Roche, right? Or else it starts getting kind of nasty.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
It begins to.
Agree, yeah.
It's still fairly controlled. The issue is lanes more than anything. Leo's doing an incredible job keeping one lane very pushed out. Look at this bottom
Yeah.
side.
I mean, he did get tier 2 with just a Tempest double as well. Oh, but like you said, this Ags on the Void Spirit coming out in just 400 gold, that is going to be deadly for Dazzle to try and get these saves off on whatever cores he needs to get Shallow Grave on, including, like, jumping Lion and Dazzle are basically going to have a very rough time now with the Ags coming out, because that is It's so painful to play into.
And that Shallow Grave has been the BKB substitution for Amatsu. So, definitely dangerous for Mr. Amatsu if that Dazzle goes down. And something we haven't seen.
Got 2 items left in him.
Your shard has fallen to the river.
Who gets a shard? This is Enigma,
Enigma.
right? Yeah. Oh, wait, when did they change the shard?
Is under attack.
Wasn't it like the black hole sucky thing?
Yeah,
It
that's
was.
now on his Ags.
That was
Wait,
on the last
what?
major version.
Okay.
Yeah. It was 7.32.
Okay, I did not even know that was a thing. Alright.
I don't think it's very good.
For the
It's,
Ags,
like,
that's
fine.
really bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower
If it had a
is
higher
under
pull rate,
attack.
I feel like that could be super broken.
Okay,
There he
Amatsu's
goes, he's jumping
here.
in.
He's going. Tempest double. The brunt of the aggression taking again.
Dire's top tower
Looks like they'll turn their attention to this tier 3 tower.
structures.
But
Oh, CS was made both of them.
oh my! That's at least 3 on the Ravage, and then Enigma goes down. Trash boat back line. We talked about him getting the Dazzle. He's doing it right here. Jumping on the second life of the CK. He's controlled up, and Blocked by James is pouring it in. The Tide Hunter does go down in the back, but boy oh boy, that's the fight we're looking for on the
Wow.
Michigan side. Break that one
That
down
was
for me,
beautiful
Cole.
Ravage.
It is exactly what I was talking about. It's not even just the BKB, but he jumped the wrong target. He jumped the Tempest double. If he jumped the Snap or the Rubik or the Void Spirit and was able to kill one of them, because he full to 0 to the Tempest double, which is the second hardest thing on the map to kill. He'd full to 0 easily one of the heroes that actually causes a problem for him.
I mean, especially considering they don't have a Glimmer Cape on either support on the side of Michigan, and there's only one Ghost Scepter between Snapfire and Rubik. You can just pop them extremely easily in that. It's making your life so much harder by going for the Tempest double. So what can Mississippi do here, realistically, to bring this game back in their control?
I have an answer.
Yeah, what's that, Cole?
This is gonna come as a shock to everyone, I'm sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, what is it, Cole?
I think that the CK should buy a BKB.
Wow.
I
You'd be
understand it's a novel idea. I don't think this Silver Edge, which will help him kill the Tide Hunter faster, is the answer.
Cole, I think you misunderstand. He's actually trying to find the Tempest double in the backline, okay? Please. But,
I don't understand, man.
you know
I
what?
feel like if he bought a BKB, this game would have been over 10 minutes ago.
That's very possible. That is very possible.
Oh, I wanted this to go to a game 3. I just wanted to watch more of these two teams play because this second game has been very, very fun to watch.
Scotty, man, just live
Is
longer.
under attack.
Like, eventually the heroes will run out of mana, probably.
I mean, the issue is, though, Viper already does have that Scotty.
Yeah, okay, then a second heart. You just need to live longer on CK.
Radiant's
Which is what
top
BKB
tower is
does.
under attack.
Shocker. But, like, if since this guy is so adamant about not buying a BKB, just buy another heart. Buy buy a
You're
Sun,
so
Yaka.
salty about this BKB.
Bailey, I don't know what to say. Like, buy a Satanic. How about a Satanic?
Tower is
Ooh.
Oh, I
That's
would
a
have
good
liked to
one.
see Satanic. Yeah.
This Silver Edge will help him kill things faster, but he can't hit things because he can't move.
Oh. The
Where did that even happen?
Tempest double has solo killed the Enigma in the top lane.
Radiant's top
Oh
tower
no.
is under
I mean,
attack.
the thing is, there is always the Enigma refresher. It does not matter how far behind you are or what the state of the game is. If Enigma has a refresher, you have to be terrified of that.
Speaking of possible game-winning maneuvers, we got 4 smokes. 4 heroes smoked on the side of Michigan, and they're walking right up mid. Thunderbear has been absolutely found.
Oh.
And that is a 60-second death timer. They might be looking high ground. Uh-oh, Amatsu, it's a 5v4! He's going in, but he's locked down, and there's no BKB. There's no Superman to save, but he does get the shallow grave off, and he's turning big time on the Tide Hunter.
Oh.
Wow! All the damage items coming out. And the fight rages on, but it's only the Tempest double.
I mean, that's exactly what they needed. Just get a couple picks off. That was... How are they able to turn it so easily? Was Void Spirit there?
Was it? I don't know. It felt weird. Was even the main Arc Warden there? Was blocked by James?
So.
Yeah. Felt like the output wasn't there.
I hate to be the numbers guy, but I would just like to point out that a Shadow Blade costs 3,000 gold. Okay. and a Mithril Hammer and a BKB recipe costs 3,000.
Hold your horses! Blocked by James's main Tempest hero has been caught in the back of the main base, and he's on like 10% HP. He's going down. That's 100.
Oh,
the
no.
buyback on the Arc Warden. What a disastrous turn. Trash Boat caught out. They're under the Aegis, but they're going to turn. The Tempest double has been black walled.
No.
And Amatsu, there is no Aegis on him. He's down for 100 seconds.
No buyback.
And
Oh, he's only off by 200 gold. Okay.
Oh, okay. It'll take a second, but he'll get there.
We'll get
Shallow
down
Grave
to
will
room
take the
bottom
Dazzle
lane.
out. What a turn.
And then Tempest double just goes top. They may just lose a Rax out of this as well.
Thunder Bear Sword's
Or at
gonna
least
go down
force
in mid
split.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's a Tempest double going top. They will be either forced to glyph. Oh, Dazzle's just going to potentially die here completely because he can just spam the fountain with it.
James?
Marked by
James,
James.
this is
10% off on the HP.
Stop.
The Dazzle down for 70 seconds in the fountain.
And he's sitting on what, a 20-second Tempest double cooldown, right? Oh no, he got 50% Tempest double cooldown reduction.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
So does that... So does that mean Tempest double ability has cooldown reduction, or the Tempest double itself has cooldown reduction?
Great question. I think it's actually the Tempest double ability,
Radiant's
Okay.
top barracks has
not the Tempest double's cooldowns, which is so confusing, but it's Dota 2, baby. All right, tier 2.
Wait. What is the Spark Wraith cooldown on normal?
No, like if you look at his Tempest double cooldowns, he's at like it says 18.8 at level 2, so I assume that must be due to the talent.
Look at the Spark Wraith cooldown on the double. It's at 1.5 seconds right now.
Jesus. Fucking crazy.
This is insane. This is... Oh my god. Oh, and he got the Rax as well? This is... Yeah, this is very, very good. Good old cooldown reduction. Gotta love that. Especially... Oh,
Dagon! Oh
Why?
boy! That's a great way to use the cooldown reduction, right? Does it apply to that?
Dagon's on a 20-second cooldown. I don't know what it is normally. Wait, that's not the Tempest double. Where's his Tempest double?
Where
at?
is his Tempest double? And where is Zach? That's he's been caught.
That is a 10-second Dagon 4. Yes.
Actually, a 7.5. What? It's 7.5 now.
Look at 7.5. Oh my god.
That is an excellent item choice. The Enigma
Wow.
down for 55 with buyback.
He did have BKB, man, but I don't know. That's just the Enigma. The Enigma had the BKB. I'd like to clarify it, since this is all that I've been talking about all game. He did have it.
Cole truly with the original content right here. Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
2 minutes till Roche. Amatsu misses the
Amatsu?
go. Lincoln's cancels the CK catch.
No, but Cole, like, it's completely justified though, because especially now, if you have a 9-second BKB now, there is nothing that can stop the CK. I feel
Radiant's
like.
middle tower is under attack.
He's just dead, dude. He's just dead.
What is going on?
Radiant's middle tower is under
That's quite the solo kill.
That was to the double as well. That wasn't even to the main hero.
He cleared it up. 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 He cleared No way! No way!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It took 48 minutes!
It took a half cooldown Dagon 4 actually. Or Dagon 5 at this point actually. Yeah. Whoops.
Hey Cole, you want to know what'll make you feel even better? The Echo Saber was sold.
Giga Chad. He doesn't need to do
Absolute
that.
based CK position 1.
Okay, I know, I'm like UMN Esports, like coach, player, student, but this hurts to watch. This
This would be like, like if Apple pulled this, that like I feel like you would have just yelled at him after the game.
oh my god!
Another
the
support
whole
has fallen
buyback
victim.
thing last year.
God, I miss Apple. I hope he's doing well. Well, I mean, this is just a matter of Umish closing out the game at this point, right?
It's just discipline. Yeah.
Buyback comes out on the Lion. The last second attempt to preserve this CK
He can
buyback.
sell the Shadow Blade. Nope, he still won't have enough. Yes, he will. Yeah, if he does it right now. He sells the Shadow Blade and buys the BKB. He will have buyback.
Viper four-staffed out of the 100-0 Arc Warden combo.
Come on, sell it. Sell it. Ah, he's keeping that Shadow Blade.
No, no.
Oh no!
Sell the armlet.
Wait,
He's backpacking the BKB.
was that Enigma's refresher right there?
No,
That,
no. There's
yes.
nothing on the courier.
no, there was something on the courier. That was his refresher.
Oh, well, he left the Perseverance on the courier
Yes, sir.
after bringing it to base.
Yes, sir.
Well, because I think he wanted the other one from Secret
He
Shop.
probably was sending it
Yeah.
by to Secret Shop or Voidstone, yeah.
Okay, but there was a Perseverance on that courier 10 minutes ago. I don't know why he didn't take it.
Well, that's how life goes. Four
Yeah,
smoked up
that's
from
alright.
Mississippi State.
Oh my god, he bought out for the Silver Edge and sold the armlet.
Radiant are scanning.
Guys, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
The Tempest Double is about to go down again. Oh, but they have found the Snapfire.
Oh,
Viper and
she was
Lion
going down
take
here.
yeah, okay, nice little
No
burst.
kisses,
Good
big
catch.
jumping, big jumping. There goes the
There
support.
goes the
Alright,
They found both
BKB is
supports.
no longer necessary. You've killed the supports, but that's
I mean,
great. You have it.
this
I'm
is what
happy
you
you
want.
have it.
This
So
is
Red-
you should just turn and
Fine.
go Roche. Turn and go Roche. Get the refresher road for your.
This is
Enigma
super
since he doesn't
true.
have his own.
Amatsu is very deep in the base, and he is bought out. I'm not sure how close he is to dying, but certainly bold. Zach goes down again.
Lincoln from
Lion so
Oh,
close,
hey,
but Trash Boat does go down and
Black hole on the tide.
just on the tide.
There is a race pact.
Big Leipnir stolen Black Hole and gets the CK! But he's not dead yet. He's still got the shallow grave.
If he can lifesteal up.
Kingdom blocked by James
No.
and Dagon 5! That's 100 seconds in the bin!
And Lao Bomb won't go down.
3v2, Tidehunter barely surviving.
There's no buyback on any heroes. There's no push.
We got a minute of
We got a minute.
quiet
of-
on the map.
We can just take a chill pill, guys. The Rubik return Black Hole onto... Oh man, not even a BKB would save you from that one.
That's the second big return Black Hole of the game. Very, very poggers from CS.
Man. Honestly...
Honestly, couldn't Michigan just take Roche right now?
Yeah, probably. I don't. Are you that scared of the Dimba already used his Black Hole. He doesn't have refresher. Doesn't
I think
have refresher. I
Hardcore
don't know
just
if you know that.
spams the spark rates down and then it just dies. Because getting refresher for the Tide, that would be huge. I mean, at
True.
this point, get refresher for the Rubik. I mean, these Black Holes have been insane to watch. These
True.
turnaround ones.
Who has Trash Boat been hexing in the fights?
I think the Lion.
The Lion?
Trash Boat's just been dying.
That's also true. Might be why I haven't noticed the scythe yet. Item builds
Take
real nicely.
Trash
filling
Boat also needs a BKB.
in. This is true and an
Let me
underrated
turn my
take.
attention around to the Michigan side of things. Every time Trash Boat dies, it's because Amatsu shot him.
Oh,
Oh, poor doggy tail.
another
Again.
Tempest double in base snipe.
No buyback 6 minutes on Enigma. They're just gonna go for
Yep,
Roche.
and they are taking that Roche off the back of that Enigma kill. Wow, that was a much more impactful Enigma kill than I would have expected.
I mean, did they really need to care about the Enigma kill though? Because there's no black hole anyways.
True, not wrong. Refresher
That
shard for the Tide, also a little double
The
Ravage action.
Enigma has pivoted away from Refresher, and he's going Lincoln now.
What? Oh, for the spell steal, you think?
I think it's for the fucking Tempest double.
The Rubik has picked up the Aegis, which is appropriate, I guess. Actually, I don't understand that one, but maybe it's just because Trash Boat's in bottom.
I think it's because CS just wanted it. I
No,
honest
that's-
to God think that's why.
That's
They were
hella
probably
valid.
Discussing, yeah. I don't know.
Viper.
I also don't know how chaotic this team is because like,
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
oh,
Ooh, right under a century.
Wow.
One Ravage down.
not get the
Here
beat.
comes blocked by James. He's not gonna get. He gets purple stunned. And the Viper's going down 2 to the kisses.
He didn't
And
get
no
the BKB
buyback.
off in time.
on CK.
Man, converting that refresher shard on the Tide into value instantly. Buyback is forced. We might be seeing the end of this game because we've already got Tempest double in base.
Dead.
Another Tempest double's coming out.
The one is out.
It'll be there soon.
Oh man, he couldn't get the BKB off in the fight.
Got E-Blade Snapfire on the side of Michigan.
I mean, that's so unfortunate too because what Tide's rocking a solid 3.8, another 1.7, so 5.5. We're rocking 11 seconds of full disable on a hero if he does not get interrupted with a refresher.
A little bit of harass trading going down here, right behind the mid lane racks. Yeah, got Boot May May trying to get this lion kill, but BKB,
nice. Nice mana drain.
or that's the manager that's giving him the spell invisibility. Right there. Trash
Viper.
boat goes in. Woo! Okay.
Does not be.
You got the
Oh.
assassination off. Doesn't need Arc Ward to
That
do
was a
everything
buyback
here.
on Viper. That's GG.
That's it. That's it. 120 down.
Dang.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Then this has been a
Radiant's
game of
structures
Dota
are fortified.
and no tier 5 items.
Radiant's middle
Unlucky.
barracks is under attack.
I mean, even though Mississippi did lose both games, Thunder Bear performed
What a performance.
so well.
Very true.
Like, just put a spotlight on one of Mississippi's players.
Doggy talents with the little 2-man, but interrupted. And a
Another
nice little
black
return black hole.
Yes! That's what, 3 black holes from the Rubik this game?
And they've come at critical times as well, I will add. These have
I
been
mean, Rubik's
big plays.
Rubik was hitting more players than Enigma was with black holes, because Enigma kept hitting Tempest
Tempest, the
doubles.
Tempest double solo black holes might have actually done the game in. I don't think it's that unfair to say that a couple of those Tempest double black holes hit for real. But what a game!
Wow.
What a video game. Any
That was-
final thoughts, Cole and Bailey?
Cole, you want to go first? You're the coach here. I can go first.
You know what my thoughts are, man. In these last 2 fights, Icy waited until he was at 20 health to BKB. Enigma didn't BKB before he died. Amatsu didn't BKB before he died. Amatsu's probably in the chat with his boys at the game. Someone on his team was probably yelling at him for the whole game, buy a BKB. He probably died that last time. I was like, see guys, BKB didn't even help me because I couldn't use it.
And here, to focus on the positives, on the side of Mississippi, I do think that their mental game is extremely strong. Like, with how poorly the first game went, and they were able to turn it around and play a really good game of Dota the second one. That was fantastic to see. And then Thunder Bear did such a good job at hitting insane amounts of stuns that he really had no business hitting, just because constant 2 and 3 man impales, Earth spikes. But then, of course, Michigan, they played so well together, and it was really cool to see, to watch this now instead of being a part of it. I have high hopes for the team this season.
Two
Yeah.
very different wins. One with that big snowball draft, one with a big come from behind draft. Cole?
On a much less memey note, now that I have decompressed from the game, Mississippi played game 2 very, very well. Lots of great target priority, lots of great tempo. For the first 25, 30 minutes, honestly, great itemization all around. I think the Viper held the lane, controlled it very well, and took the game with the CK by storm. And if they just kept that momentum and aggression going with just a couple better item choices, that was definitely going to a game 3. And it would have been a very, very close, interesting game 3 to watch, because I think the teams showed to be much more evenly matched in this game 2. And bringing it back to my original point, it is tragic that I do really genuinely think that this game is lost solely because of a couple of item choices. Because the skill was there. The game plan was there, the draft was there. I really thought it was a cool draft, and the Black Holes were just hyped every moment to watch. So I'm excited to see what Mississippi does down the line. Maybe we get a rematch against them one day. We'll see.
Speaking of down the line, do you know who our next week's opponent is?
I do not know. I don't know if schedule is out yet.
All
I
right.
think that gets revealed tonight, doesn't it?
I would imagine it gets revealed tonight.
All you watching, if you're interested, you can look at the NACE Dota 2 schedule, wherever that may be, and check that out for yourselves. We will be back again, same time next week, I assume?
Unless it gets rescheduled.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.